Hello, beautiful beings, love and laughter. Tanya Rainbow Horse here. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. This is for you beautiful souls on the self-growth path who are learning how to take inspired action even when you've got a bunch of fear and anxiety around it. Going ahead and navigating yourself through that action even though your body is eliciting a response that tells you, heck no, don't do this. So I want to talk about this idea because anybody and everybody on the spiritual path who is living in soul alignment and taking steps towards their higher life has to learn how to navigate the energies of the body, the response of the body, and having this idea of a higher mind. So I will just share an experience to help portray this energy I'm talking about. I had an experience that I had to do actually this morning, but the real work started a few days ago. So there's a situation I had to do where I had to make a call around something that I had given my power away on, but it was a step I had to take for my highest growth and to get something in alignment. So before, maybe 6 months to a year ago when I had to make a similar call, I was just riddled with fear and anxiety all over my body. I didn't want to do it. Like, I felt like I literally was going to puke. It's just like I was shrunken. I felt like that they had control and that I had no business asking for or needing or wanting anything. But this time, as the call approached and I knew what I had to do, since I'd already been cultivating my higher mind. See, the thing is, we have our bodies here and they have sensations, beautiful sensations. They tell us so much. But the fear and anxiety of doing something new or doing something that's stretching us will resonate in the body, but sometimes that can stop us. Like, we think that that's telling us no. But what it's really telling us is, oh, this is new. This is out of the norm. Are you sure you want to do it? So you're going to come across this energy pretty often. And usually there's a huge growth on the other side of it. Once you push past it and you go through it anyway. So really the clue here is to help navigating through this energy is cultivating a higher mind, a higher faith for yourself. So when this situation comes up and you're starting to feel like, oh, like, that feeling when you've given your power away, like you don't have any control over the situation. First off, I want you to take a moment and just sit there and be like, do I really have my power in the situation? And take it back. Like the last week leading up to this call, I just kept telling myself, you own this situation. This is your energy. This is your power. They have no control over you. And I continued to get clear on how I wanted to navigate through the call. Granted, you can prepare and know what you want all day, and sometimes it unfolds differently. But if you go into it knowing the direction, at least where you want to start or start putting your energy forward, that can uplift you and you can own your power on a deeper level. So I rehearsed with myself where I would navigate the energy when I started this call. So I jumped on the call and right away I was like, this. And so the call navigated me towards the energy I was putting forward of what I wanted. Granted, the call turned out a little bit different than what I wanted, but it landed somewhere in the vicinity of where the energy I wanted to go. And that is because I got clear on what I wanted. I trusted in myself. I took my power back. The situation I owned. And I confirmed and affirmed to myself before the call many times that this is my situation. This is happening for my highest good. Something good is going to come from the situation. I get to overcome myself. I've done this call before and I didn't die. It's like walking you through the process and letting you know it's going to be okay. It's that inner child that needs you to take its hand and navigate you through the energy of what you're about to do, to prepare you energetically of what doorway you're about to walk through. So the prep work is very empowering in taking that energy back, in walking through the fear of what your body is feeling as you navigate that. I had another, well, I've had several experiences with this, but lately this was the biggest one for me, because now that I've done this a while, I'm starting to believe my mind over the sensations that I'm experiencing in my body. So I can control the release of anxiety and fear on a level that I had never been able to control before. Before, 6 months or a year ago, my energy, like a couple days before, would just be anxiety ridden and fear, and that doubt energy would keep coming up and consume me. Excuse me. But this time, when it came up, I talked myself through it and uplifted myself and told myself how it was going to be, and it happened less. That fear and anxiety came to me less, and when it did, I soaked it up into my heart. I literally, when I felt it in my body, I felt it move to my heart, and I said, it's okay, inner child. We've got this situation. You can do this. We've done it before. This is of our highest good. This is going to help you move through something bigger. This is part of you owning and taking your power back. You can do this. And so through cultivating that empowerment for ourselves, we can rise up above those sensations in the body when we are navigating through something that is new and scary, but we know it's a step that we must take and we need to take for our highest and best growth, or for something that we are looking forward to moving towards. For me, this was, a really hard step for me, because when I first started making steps like this a couple years ago, like learning this idea of, oh, you mean that energy of fear when I'm about to take a dive towards something that I really want and I know I want, but my body's screaming at me, I'm supposed to just feel the fear and do it anyway, feel the anxiety and do it anyway. To me, it seemed counterintuitive, because, we're taught to trust our body and the sensations in it and believe in it and feel it, which we still do. But it's just that fight or flight response of something new, the unknown, where our body's like, ooh. But when we know it's an aligned right choice for us, that's when we cultivate that higher mind to take the steps and move through it. All right, I think that about sums up what I got for you. Thank you so much for showing up. Love and laughter until the next video.